Hello everybody, it's our thing Brittany of Sun and Soil Farm, and today we have a great farming video for you because we will be planting our tulip bulbs today. And the way that we plant them is super fast, easy. There's no digging trenches. It makes it a quick project for a day, as well as when it comes time to harvest the tulips, they come up super easy. The bulbs are protected from voles. So it's all around the best way we have found to grow tulips on our farm. Tulips are a great crop that we grow here on our farm. The reasons we love them is because they come on so early in the season. So it gives us something to have on our table in early February before the vegetables start rolling in. And everybody loves tulips. They're so beautiful, they're so easy to grow, and we can expect to always double the money we spend on bulbs to get it back at the market. So they're really reliable, and I also just love tulips. They're so beautiful. I love to grow them. I love to harvest them. I love selling them, and it just makes me happy. So it's one of those things where it's just a joy to grow. This year we built a brand new bed in our cattle panel greenhouse because we want to try doing tulips in the greenhouse to see how they do. And we bought brand new wood for this. The wood for this project cost $38, and we already had the hardware cloth, so we didn't need to buy that. But I expect you could build a bed like this, 11 feet long, 36 inches wide, for less than $50. These are our two older tulip beds that we built in previous years. These beds are made out of old barnwood that we had here on the property, so the wood was free. That's why they look a little wonky, but they've already lasted us several years, and I expect we'll get a couple more years out of them. In the bottom of all of our tulip beds, we use hardware cloth, and this is 1/2 inch hardware cloth, so there's 2 squares per inch, or I guess 4 squares per inch, and this prevents voles from getting into the bed of the tulips and eating all the bulbs. Since we've planted tulips this way, we've not had any issues with voles eating any of our tulip bulbs. So I would highly recommend this if you have lots of voles in your garden or on your farm. This works well for tulips. Here in the back of the truck, we have the material that we use to grow our tulips is composted leaves. We get it up the road from like a landscape type company. So for the composted leaf mulch, it's $25 a scoop. So we paid $50 for this truckload, and this will be more than enough for us to fill up these beds. We have 1 wheelbarrow's worth of compost in here, so I'm going to spread it. We added a second wheelbarrow load to this bed. Just because this is a brand new bed, we want it to go under the mesh as well as on top of it to fill in the gaps from where the ground was uneven under the bed. Planting is super easy this way. You just take the bulbs and you just put them in about 1 inch away from each other. I've put 1,000 bulbs in one of these size beds before. Today I'm doing 750 bulbs because I do not have as many tulips this year. I'm only planting 1,500. All right, 12 minutes later, we have all of our tulips placed. So we fit 750 tulips in an 8-foot by 36 inch wide bed. Bulbs are planted, time to top with more compost.
Does that just go all the way to right there?
Yeah.
I want to see how many wheelbarrow, like how many loads they'll take. At least 2 full ones.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's gonna be 3.
Yeah.
That was the second load. This will definitely be enough.
So for the last one?
Huh?
That's enough for the whole bed?
I think so.
Okay, that's like half the truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right, they're all done. The last, most important step is to bless the tulips. So this is a ritual I have every year where I just say blessings, blessings, blessings. Just to give the tulips some love and let them know that we're really excited for them to grow. Is it gonna be enough?
Yeah.
Blessings, blessings.
Oh, no.
Don't break the wood. It's fragile. All right, there we have it. Now we just need to water these babies in. Okay, we're all done planting our tulips. So we planted 1,500 tulips in an hour and a half. And I think that is excellent time. Our backs don't hurt. We didn't have to dig any big holes or trenches. So overall, we're very happy with the system of planting tulips. The two beds took most of the compost that we bought. We had 2 scoops and we're almost out. I think we have maybe 1.5 wheelbarrows left in this truck. Okay, now that I showed you how to plant, so let's talk about the fun stuff, which will be the bulbs that I bought and finances of tulips. So this year I spent $500 on tulip bulbs, and every year I have like $730 to buy tulips and daffodils. So this year I bought $240 in daffodils, which is a whole nother subject. We're just talking about tulips today. So from that $500 I spent, every year I'll usually buy 1,000 bulb case of cheap tulips. And I get these from hollandbulbs.com. And the product name is Bulk Rainbow Mix. It's 1,000 bulbs. And this year I spent $211.97. I'm pretty sure I got free shipping on that. So that means each bulb came out to $21 cents per bulb. And in this mix of tulips, it's all different kinds, colors. There's like different stem heights. But I've grown these the past 2 years, and I would say for the value of how cheap these tulips are, it's definitely a good purchase, especially if you're not like a flower farmer or somebody who's really specializing in flowers. As somebody who's like pretty much a veggie farmer, but then likes to grow some tulips for fun and to have something early at the market, I love this product. All right, and then the other bulbs I bought, I ordered from Leo Burby, which is higher quality, more expensive bulbs. You have to have a wholesale account with them, so they don't sell to just home gardeners. You have to be some sort of like farm or business to get an account with them. So I have an account with them, and this year I ordered 500 bulbs from them. So I ordered Darwin Pink Impression, and I grew this variety last year, and I really loved it, so I am growing it again this year. I also ordered Darwin Apricot Pride for the first time, and Darwin Daydream. Then I ordered Fosteriana is the type of tulip, White Emperor. And the last variety is Triumph Apricot Fox. And I love Triumph tulips. Usually the cheap ones I buy, those are usually Triumph types of tulips that come in that bulk bag. So for all of these bulbs from Burby, with shipping calculated into the price per bulb, they came out to 56 cents to 57 cents per bulb. So before shipping, they were like 48 cents per bulb. So the order from Burby for the tulips came out to $283.72. So with this $500 that I spent on the tulips, I ended up with 1,500 bulbs. So my goal while I'm selling flowers at the farmer's market is to sell them for about $2 per stem, or to double the money spent on each bulb. So you could see easily, like, if my cheaper bulbs come out really like nice and long and I can sell them for $2 per stem, I'm taking the 21 cents I spent and getting $2 from it. But it really just depends on how the tulips look. I never want to undercut any other flower farmers at my market. So even though I'm like buying cheaper bulbs than they are, I still try to, get the $2 per stem. So what it will usually look like is the shorties, so like the cheaper bulbs that come out really short, I'll usually bunch those 5 to 7, just short in a little rubber band bundle, and I'll sell those for $10 per bunch. And then the more expensive bulbs and the taller bulbs get rubber banded, 7 stems together, and I'll sell that for $15. Last year, my farmer's market did a Tulip Mania event where we just got customers really excited about tulips. And during that time, I did $15 or 2 for $25. So that was a really fun way to just sell a lot of tulips. The thing with tulips is they come on intensely. So you have lots of tulips and you just need to sell them every week. I try not to carry any over from week to week. I do harvest them when they're like just starting to color up before they open, and that helps give them a really nice shelf life. And then of course put them into refrigeration immediately. So let me show you some pictures from last year. So this will show you that definitely the more expensive bulbs have a much longer stem. And some customers really don't care. They just love tulips. They don't care if it's tall, short. They're going to cut them down and put them in a little bud vase anyways. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but if you're like doing mixed arrangements, you really need that longer stem to arrange with. I don't really do that, so I'm not too fussy about the length of the stem. And then here's just showing some different types that came in the mix. So you can see there's like lots of different colors. I got some doubles in my mix last year that were really pretty. And then I got lucky at Easter time. I had some really pretty like yellows and pinks that were just perfect for that time of year. Of course, that's just like chance. You can't really plan for that using the cheaper bulbs. But I think this year with my color choices, I'm going to have some really nice options to mix together. I usually just do, the same color in each bunch, and that always looks nice, but sometimes I'll mix a little bit of colors together. Another thing to mention is pre-cooling tulip bulbs. So one of the great things about Leo Burpee is they will pre-chill your tulips for you. So they'll start cooling them down, putting them in the refrigeration. Tulips need a certain number of weeks of cold temperatures for them to be nice, lovely tulips. So that is a really great feature about Burpee. My cheaper bulbs, the Holland bulb ones, they came really early. They shipped here really early, so I put them in the fridge. I probably had them in the fridge for a month before I planted them out. And if it's too warm and you plant your tulips, things can get wonky. So I didn't plant this year until right before Thanksgiving, and just had all of my bulbs in refrigeration until then. Okay, so that is my tulip video, and now I'm just counting down the days until there are tulips for me to harvest, bring inside, brighten up the house, and take to the farmer's market. So here, that will be the first week in March, which is just right around the corner. So if you guys have any questions about tulips, I'm not a tulip expert, but I'd be happy to try and answer them. If you have any tulip varieties that are your favorites, list those below. And thanks for watching.